has a seal become such a voracious and successful killer? How has it earned an unchallenged status around this continent? One has to follow the leopard seal to find out. This male is 3 years old, the same age as our polar bear cub on Spitsbergen. And, like the bear, he too must learn. The real difference is that the seal is on his own. He learns from his own mistakes, not from his mother. The leopard seal's hunting ground is Grönland, the northern peninsula of Antarctica, where the snow partly melts to expose rock in summer. The young seal arrives in time to join its favorite prey, converging on a cove. Penguins prefer a hard landing. With 98% of the land still under ice, rocks are a treasure. Gen 2 penguins use them to protect their eggs from the wind. Once the penguins have established their nesting ground, it's only a matter of time before they return to the water to feed. The predator positions himself smack in their path. A penguin floats on the surface, seemingly in a state of shock, allowing the seal to play with its food before eating it. A beginner's mistake. Playing dead lets the prey off the hook. In the Antarctic, one predator's loss is another's gain. Skuas like their meat rare and preferably alive. A group of penguins provides some protection for the wounded bird. But sooner or later, the skua will find a weak spot. It's just a matter of time. Once the victim is isolated, other skuas join in for a piece of the action. In Antarctica, scavenging birds have taken on the role of super predators on land. But out at sea, the leopard seal reigns. Like the beluga whales of the Arctic, leopard seals are marine mammals that are well adapted to frozen waters. But where the belugas must remain in the water, seals can haul themselves out onto the ice. Its jagged teeth are perfect for ripping penguin flesh, but can also be used as filters to consume tiny krill. And the seal's long, powerful flippers propel it up to 30 kilometers an hour through the water, faster than the fastest penguin. He has another formidable weapon, his cunning. He can adapt to a range of prey and hunting habitats and hones his skill with every kill. The chinstrap penguin seemed particularly alert to the seal's presence this time. He needs to come up with another plan. A block of ice doubles as a screen to shield his approach. But the penguins still sense danger. They turn to a time-honored strategy of defense, safety in numbers. They rally on the shore, waiting for someone else to make the first move. Then it's helter-skelter. No one wants to be left behind. Stragglers are more likely to end up as lunch. This time, the leopard seal goes straight for the jugular. No repeating past mistakes. But he's making a different error. By flaunting his success, he sows panic among the penguins. They take to the water elsewhere. Bad manners mask a gourmet attitude. The seal carefully peels the penguin like an orange to get the tastiest morsels of breast meat. But it's still a skimpy meal, so there's another lesson learned. Eat discreetly if you're hungry for more. Hunting is a tiring business. And even if the seal is not full, he does need a rest. But where? Deck space is in high demand in summer, and there's no peace and quiet around here. Interesting, but dangerous. This female seal is twice his weight, at least 400 kilograms. It wouldn't do to cross her. The young visitor is obviously not welcome. He finally takes the hint. Sunbathing alone is a privilege reserved for adult leopard seals. The youngster must find seals of his own age to share a spot in the sun. The penguins make a big flap over nothing. The new arrival just wants to park and rest. Besides, he's more like a tortoise on land. As the southern summer draws to a close, cat and mouse games between penguins and seals become rarer. The coastline will soon freeze over completely, so its inhabitants prepare to spend the long winter months at sea. Last chance for the leopard seal to snatch a few more birds before they're gone. The young seal has one last target, the baby pool. While the adult chinstrap and Gentoo penguins are ready to leave, their chicks are still learning how to swim. They seem unsure whether to adopt freestyle or backstroke. Luckily, a swimming instructor is at hand. If the seal hopes to make more than one kill, he will need to keep a low profile and use the camouflage of his gray fur to blend in with the rocks. Once inside the baby pool, the challenge is to kidnap a chick without alarming the others. He'll have to grab it from underneath and prevent it from squealing. Out at sea, he devours his prey quietly underwater. The penguins are none the wiser. A leopard seal skilled in this tactic can make up to 30 kills a day. The penguin's rate of reproduction easily absorbs the losses. The leopard seal's ability to adapt and learn quickly put him at the very top of the food chain in Antarctica. The seals will leave the coast at the same time as the penguins and head for winter feeding grounds out at sea to gorge on krill. This is one super predator that won't be going hungry. Seasonal change isn't so kind to his Arctic equivalent. What has become of the hungry and exhausted young bear after the long summer months? His chances of survival seemed slim at best. And yet, there he is. Not just a survivor, but a healthy predator. He survived his first summer alone and was rewarded with a good winter. Following his confident footsteps may reveal how well he's mastered the ice pack. He knows precisely what he's after. A polynya, a hole in the ice pack giving access to open water below. But what is he waiting for? Belugas. They use the hole as the only breathing space for miles around. They take it in turns to surface, as they all must. So they're cornered in a bottleneck under the ice. This time, the bear has surely hit the jackpot. Why the hesitation? He's wearing the whales down, preventing them from taking deep breaths, waiting for exactly the right moment to lash out like a harpoon. How could he miss? He didn't. A female is fatally wounded, but she weighs nearly a ton and can still put up a fight. So the bear calmly waits for her to die before heaving her out onto the ice. Six dark winter months draw to a close. The sun returns little by little, and spring brings the hope of good hunting for predators, and for scavengers, tasty leftovers. Every polar animal depends upon a delicate food chain, and at the top stand the polar bear and the leopard seal. Without them, the balance of life would collapse. But the fragile link is already threatened by human activity. Global warming, overfishing, and pollution Three scourges of modern life threaten their survival and ultimately our own. After surviving his first year alone, our bear is ready to mature into a full-grown adult. But one final test awaits him, the ritual of combat, bear against bear. Sparring is both bear play and preparation for ferocious battles between males during the mating season. He hesitates. He must be sure of his own strength before stepping up to the plate. Young bears recently separated from their mothers are often too timid and weak from hunger to join in. This one turns away at the mildest challenge. For our young bear, the moment has come to stand and be counted. And he holds firm. He finally earns his spurs as a super predator of the North Pole.